You're nothing better than a stowaway, and yes, I do think it's a bit of a cheat you think you can use my ship as a taxi service.
I hope you know who you're talking to. I'm the daughter of the late ambassador of Adados. Talking to me like this would cause severe punishment where I come from.
Well, fortunately we're in deep space, so I guess that's me off the hook then. Who's a lucky boy then, Stevie Weevy?
Stop being so bloody childish, Steve. What's got into you? Just ignore him, Sarah. I, for one, would be only too delighted to have some more female company on board. Someone to gang up on him with for a start.
Oh, so the real reasons for me letting her stay here are really building up, aren't they? One word against little Miss High and Mighty here, and I've got both of you to contend with.
Steve, what have you got against her? Stephen!
Oh, look, nothing. It's nothing personal, Sarah. I'm just concerned we're going to be hunted down by trick-happy guards from Adados, worried about your absence.
We won't be. They don't know where I am. Simon and Sasson never saw your ship, did they? They don't know where I am or who I'm with.
I suppose they think you settled on Earth or something.
There was nothing left for me on Adados. I really won't be any bother. I don't expect you or Lizzie to treat me in any special way just because of my ancestry. I'd love to take the opportunity to space travel with you guys.
Well, we'll give it a trial run, I suppose. It would be nice to have someone else around, I guess.
Splendid! Right. Well then, I suppose we better find you some clothes. At least until we can get you some new ones. You can borrow Emma's old ones. Come to think of it, you might as well have her bedroom as well.
No! I'll speak to you alone later.
Come on.
Well, this is quite nice. The ship is rather small, but yet it still uses its space really well. How many rooms do you have on board?
3 bedrooms, plus a further room which Steve uses as his lab cum study. A bathroom of sorts. It's got a lovely, lovely hot shower, but it only ever works when we're travelling because it relies on the thrusters. And a really, really scary toilet that sucks you out with just one flush. And there's a food area with 3 vending machines. They only provide basic, bland food though, and the sweets are pretty basic. Steve and I usually eat out.
You say this room belonged to Emma, my predecessor?
Yeah, sort of. She and Steve had this kind of a thing going, but I didn't know about it until ages and ages and ages after it happened. I had my suspicions though. He's still really cut up about her. I think that's why he was so harsh on you. He really, really misses her, and I think he sees you as trying to replace her on board, which I suppose you are in a way. So, is it true what you told me about your ancestry?
Yeah, but I want to forget about all of that. See, my dad was the last in a long line of planetary ambassadors, and I have no brothers. And I've always feared that he'd always lose his life, and the dangers that surrounded him.
And your mother?
We haven't spoken in years. She walked out on me and my father a couple of years ago. She betrayed my father's trust. We don't speak to each other now. I don't know where she is.
Sorry. Anyway, I'll leave you alone to get settled in. There's some of Emma's clothes on that rack over there. Feel free. I mean, I think you're about the same size. I'll be in the control room if you need me. Just let me know.
Okay. Lizzie? Thanks.
bumpy ride, ASB?
Well, I think it will be, yes.
So, what's going on then?
A meteorite storm, I guess. Steadily getting worse. Robo, report.
Affirmative to your speculation about a meteorite storm. We are on the perimeter of a heavy asteroid shower, which has formed over the past 70 years from the planet Dwarfus exploding.
Any chance of changing course?
I have already made 2 attempts to alter course, both resulted in failure. The suction of the shower and the size of the asteroids have interfered with this, although I will persevere.
Well, is it going to get worse?
Affirmative, but I do advise we raise our force field shields. This shower is particularly heavy.
I think I can handle it. But what about the shell of the ship?
The Venture has a very thick shell with 2 outer skins. We can survive if the first one is penetrated. But if the second one is breached, then we have very little time left against the vacuum of space. Dad designed the Venture to withstand storms like this. None of that uncommon, you know. We've been through them before.
Affirmative, but I do advise we raise our force field shields. This shower is particularly heavy.
Sure. Raise shields, Robo. Any advice, my little friend?
Try to sleep if possible. Travelling through the storm will be far from pleasant.
I really see myself trying to get a good night's sleep in this. What should I do? Count sheep or meteorites?
Does Frau Rickson approve of her quarters?
Yes, Sarah does. Look, Steve, go easy on her, okay? I know exactly how you feel, but there's nothing you can do about it now. I know that you miss her, and things have changed since she's gone, but you've got to accept it. What's in the past is in the past. You've got to forget about it. Look to the future. She's happy with her new family, you know. What happened between the 2 of you, well, that's in the past. You need to look to your own needs as well, and just go easy on Sarah. She's a feisty little thing, but she's very vulnerable as well. Just give her a chance, okay? She's been through a lot with her father, and there seems to be a bit of history with her and her mother as well. And well, it's nothing that a little probing with her Auntie Lizzie can't sort out.
You're 1 in a million times, thanks, Liz. I don't know what I'd do without you. Thanks.
Are we under attack? No, Sarah, it's alright. It's nothing like that. It's just an asteroid shower. We encounter them sometimes on our travels. It's just that this one looks like to be a little bit of a nasty one. I think the best place for everybody is bed, in the words of dear old Robo here.
Affirmative.
Yes, a very good idea. I for one want to be asleep before things get too bad. Robo, keep monitoring the outside activities and wait a bit once if things get too out of control.
Come on.